Have you ever tried creating a new habit and it went okay for a couple of days, but then something happened and it just fell apart? Like, for example, you tried to go jogging every morning for 15 minutes and it went perfectly fine until someday it decided to rain and you didn't go. And then it rained for a week. And what happened? Of course, you forgot your habit, you remembered it again in 3 months. Or maybe you tried to start eating healthy and everything went well until you came to your friend's birthday party where they had a lot of cake and a lot of alcohol and you consumed a lot of that. On the next day you ate more sweets and so on, and again the habit fell apart. Or maybe you just tried to start writing your book every single day in the morning. And that also worked well, but then one day you just didn't remember it, or you were too lazy to do it, and that happened the next day as well, and so on and so on. And again, the habit fell apart. If yes, then you've come to the right place. Hi, my name is Primoz Bozic from skyrocketyourproductivity.com, and I help entrepreneurs and executives reach their goals faster and get ahead in both work and life. So today I want to talk to you about creating bulletproof habits. And the best example for this would probably be a client of mine that is called Ivan. So I met Ivan like half a year ago, and at first when he came to me, he was struggling with a lot of issues. But his biggest issue was that he had these periods of motivation where like in one period he was doing a lot of stuff, he was getting all the stuff done, he had a lot of momentum and motivation, but then the period came where he just fell down and all of his habits completely fell apart. And these bad periods were sometimes even months long. So where Ivan is at now is that he's able to actually put in consistency into his life. So what this allowed him to do is he's able to exercise each morning. He is able to eat healthy every day. He's even able to work every day consistently, both work and also improve himself so that he constantly progresses with his business or like the job that he has. So on top of that, he's also able to read every single day to improve himself, and he's also doing speed reading drills every day. So there's a lot of habits that he managed to form over time. And today I'm going to show you the technique that I used to teach him how to form those habits. So this technique is called the set stage technique. So the basic idea of this technique is that like whenever you try to form a new habit, there are always things that are gonna inevitably go wrong. So as I said before, like you might want to go jogging and it's gonna rain, or something similar with eating healthy or writing or washing the dishes. There's always something that will come in between. So instead of ignoring these things, it might make sense to actually acknowledge these things. Think about them in advance and then develop a plan for them to make sure that we actually react properly when these things do happen. So let me show you the set stage technique. The technique itself is pretty simple. First, what you do is select a habit that you want to form. You want to be specific with your habit. So don't say something like, oh, I just want us, to exercise. It's way better if you say, okay, each day after I wake up, I want to go for a 15-minute jog. That's way better because it's specific and it's way easier to measure, to keep track of, and so on and so on. Once you select your habit, think about the 3 big problems that might come up once you try to do the habit. So for example, if we took the jogging, for example, like what you can think about is, for example, okay, what are the three most common problems that might come up? And for you, it might be the first problem might be that it's going to rain outside and you won't be able to go for a jog. The second problem might be that you might simply forget to do it, and that's why I stopped doing it. And the third problem might be that maybe you're just like too lazy or too demotivated to actually do it. Now, once you've figured those problems out in advance, what you should do is develop solutions for each of those problems. I suggest at first just developing one solution and seeing how it goes. So for example, if you think that raining is a possibility, that happens a lot, but you can't really go running outside because you don't have a raincoat, that probably means that if you invest some time right now and go buy that raincoat in the scenario where it actually rains, you'll still be able to go for a jog by taking your raincoat with you. But if you don't have that raincoat at home, it's very likely that if it does rain, you'll just stay at home and go back to sleep. Another problem might be that you will not even remember to do it. No, you will not remember to go jogging. And to solve that problem, what you can do is simply the evening before, you can prepare your running shoes and your running clothes right next to your bed. So when you wake up, you see those shoes, you see the clothes, you will never forget to do the habit ever again. And the third issue that might be that we talked about is that you might simply be demotivated to do it or too lazy to do it. Now here it's very likely that you'll have to try a couple of different solutions to find one that really works for you. But for example, what you could do is to set an alarm as an alarm clock, to set a song that maybe you really enjoy, that gets you energized, that gets you up and running, and that maybe will help you give that extra push that you need to start forming the habit. Now, once you've done this, once you develop solutions, what you can do is simply go out and test these solutions. Go try and do the habit and see if these solutions are working or not. And if then you see that there's a new problem occurring, you can of course add another problem to your list, you can develop new solutions, and so on and so on. But there is also one thing that is very, very important here. If one of your solutions is not working for like 2 or 3 days, you should replace the solution with a different one. And if you do that, if you keep doing that, you will eventually be able to form habits that are really, really bulletproof. And because you will have a plan for every situation, and when you have a plan that actually works for you, it's very unlikely that you're actually gonna quit your habit. Now, of course, you can use this technique on other habits as well. You can use it on healthy eating, on writing a book every day, on answering your emails, or even cleaning dishes. You can use it on any habit that you want. You'll have to use some creativity though. Now, I've made your life a bit easier. I've actually put together about a 20-page ebook that's called The Ultimate Guide to Creating Bulletproof Habits, and you can get access to it on the link that you'll see on the screen and below the video. Now, what I do in this ebook is I show you specific examples of how you can use this technique, but I also give you a lot of other techniques and insights that you should use to really form bulletproof habits. For example, I will give you a specific system that you can use to track your habits. If you have more habits at once, you can visualize your progress, you can see which habits are working for you and which are not. And I will also answer your questions like, for example, how many habits should you form at once? Or how big should the habits be? Or maybe when should I do the habits? Should I do them in the evening or in the morning? I answer all of these questions in the ebook, so click the link on the screen or below, or you can even go to skyrocketyourproductivity.com/habits to get the ebook there. Now, if you like the video, if you found it useful, and if you know a friend that is struggling with forming habits, like if he has the same issues that you have, and you think that this video might benefit him, why don't you send him an email? Your friend will actually thank you for it because you will solve his problem. I will also thank you for it because I will be able to share this knowledge with more people, and you'll probably feel good as well. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. Now, thanks for listening to this video. My name is Primoz Bozic from skyrocketyourproductivity.com, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!